This is Shootin the Shed, brought to you by Morton Buildings, talking agriculture from inside the farm shed of another great Ohio homestead. Here's the Ohio AgNet's Ty Higgins.
In Northwest Ohio, in Hancock County, just outside of Ada, Shootin the Shed with Randy Wagner. And Randy, this Morton building has been here for some time, built back in 1975. I'll talk about that with you in just a bit. But as I was driving up here we are, the middle of December. Harvest continues on. Are you done?
Yes, we're done. We're helping the neighbors.
How many years can you think back until you've seen a challenging fall like the one we've had?
Well, last year was pretty tough. We didn't finish shelling corn until the 4th of December. Our weather pattern has changed. I've been farming 47 years, and we just don't have the window to plant. We don't have the window to harvest like we did years ago. So it's tougher to get stuff done. And this year the elevators choked in corn harvest. Wasn't prepared for our big yields, good yields, and so it's set us back.
You said big, good yields. I know you've been doing this for a while. Are these record numbers we're talking about for you in this part of the state?
Pretty good, yeah. Yeah, we've probably some of our best on our high ground here, corn. Anytime we can get over 200 bushel on this kind of rolling ground, we're doing good.
How about marketing this big crop? Do you have enough storage to store it all, or did you have to sell some that you didn't want to sell? How did that all shake out?
Yep, we had to forward contracted and had some good prices. And because we figured this crop would be big and then we suppress the price, got our bins full.
Harvest done here for this farm, and as you can tell, all the workhorses behind us are in storage for the winter time, and this is quite a way to store them. What a nice building. Since 1975, this Morton barn has been here, and it served you well.
Yes, yeah. My dad did a good job. Them and the Morton boys got it figured out.
In '75, when this was built, it was one of the largest buildings in the whole area, certainly in the state of Ohio at that point. 60 wide, 16 tall, 108 feet long. It was definitely impressive for its day.
Your dad not only just wanted something to store his equipment in, but he had a couple of extra little bonus features added in, didn't he?
Yep. He always liked to work in the shop, and never went to, her and my mom never went to Florida with the neighbors or anything. And he kept his money for his tinkering and his hobby. So instead of buying a place in Florida or a motor home or whatever, he put it in his barn.
We're talking about a wood-burning stove in there. You got plenty of storage. You got plenty of places for your tools. This was probably the talk of the town when you first put it up, wasn't it?
Yep, he had a lot of Morton customers out here looking over, and he was always tickled to give them a grand tour.
You guys built the foundation for this barn. You leveled it off, and your dad was pretty particular about that. I bet it was pretty straightforward level by the time he was done with it.
He was a perfectionist. Things had to be perfect, right.
In the industry as a whole, what do you see here that Morton and the industry has done better over the past 40 years?
Sure, it's just been driven by technology. As the equipment gets bigger, everything gets bigger. The buildings continue to get bigger. The doors get bigger. Now we're seeing a lot of hydraulic doors where typically you'd be bringing airplanes in these doors, and now you got to bring your farm equipment in. The insulation, Mr. Wagner here has got a nice insulated workshop and office, but really anymore the whole buildings are going to be insulated with heat in the floors, a lot of different things like that, just to make it a lot more convenient and comfortable for the guys, especially in the wintertime as they are repairing different pieces of equipment.
One of the things we came across was the contract from 1975 with Morton Buildings and this barn, and at the bottom of the second page, under that final number that it costs, it asks for 3 Morton watches, one for your dad Coy and one for each of his boys. You still have that watch? You know where it is?
I think I can find it. Yeah. I think I can find it.
Randy Wagner with Wagner Farms here in Hancock County, just outside of Ada. You can find out more online at mortonbuildings.com. For the Ohio AgNet, I'm Ty Higgins.